Do you know what today is? It's Toxic Tuesday. Hey, it's Toxic Tuesday. Hey, do you know what today is? It's Toxic Tuesday. Hey, it's Toxic Tuesday. Hey. We set for a crazy, crazy show tonight. I was gonna be late to add a little toxicity before return, but I was like, nah, you know what? It's been long enough. And so because it's been long enough, I'm gonna jump right into it. I know there's a lot of new people to Toxic Tuesday, so I'm gonna tell you how Toxic Tuesday works. Okay, and I'm gonna try to be brief as possible. Toxic Tuesday is when I point out people that do toxic stuff, include myself. I may subscribe to it, I may unsubscribe to it. You feel free to do whatever you want to do, but just know that on Toxic Tuesday, anything goes. We don't care about your feelings. It's in the title, Toxic Tuesday. No brainer, right? Two, I'm gonna show you how it worked to all the new people out there. I'm gonna talk about myself today, but any other day, it might be you. And if this apply to you, just put a little hand up in the comment, because I'm gonna talk about myself a lot today, and it may be you. Welcome again to 2022. Another housekeeping thing before I get started. Toxic Tuesday will be the second Tuesday in every month. Second Tuesday in every month. So it'll be once a month as opposed to every Tuesday. I know. Don't get mad at me, but you know, these damn kids are getting older and older and they taking more and more of my time. But here we go. Toxic Tuesday starts like this. I want to tell you guys a story. I'm toxic. I'm toxic as hell, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. And when it comes to my kids, I'm just a toxic parent, and I'll tell you why I'm a toxic parent in a few minutes. Now, if this apply to you, you may be just as toxic as I am, okay? So I'm gonna talk about myself first. This is the only time that I'm gonna talk about myself being toxic, because after this, I'm talking about all y'all toxic ways. So accept what I'm giving you right now, okay? Because it's gonna later be you, and you can't be like, well, why don't you talk to yourself? I've talked about myself before, and this is me talking about myself. Me being toxic. I overthink things when it comes to my kids. I know that I'm toxic, and that's why I'm toxic. I'm gonna give you a case in point. I'm a very impressionable parent. And when I say I'm a very impressionable parent, I like going around people that I'm just like, dang, I wonder how they are as a parent, and like watch them parent and then pick up some of the ways and, you know, kind of implement it in my parenting to, you know, help me, because I saw it work then. I'm like, well, man, this will be a change up. Maybe this will work, you know? So I experiment with things, but in the course of me experimenting with things, I find out that I'm even more toxic than I even imagined. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you this story that happened over the Christmas break, and y'all let me know if this y'all, because even to this day, I still have issues. You let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong, or if I'm toxic here. So I love going over my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law house because I love them as parents. Because, you know, if you look at them, the mom is all fire and brimstone, and dad's like all laid back, let me talk to you kind of guy. So I always wonder, you know, in certain situations, you know, how things unfold when it comes with the kids. Because I know how it is in my house. I'm an overthinker, regardless of whether it's my wife, my kids, or whatever. Again, this could be y'all. I told you I'm toxic. I'm just let you know off the rip, but it's accidental toxic. So while I'm over there, I always check out things and stuff, right? So it's bath time, and the kids, you know, they all they 4, 5, 6, you know, around that age. So, you know, sometimes they just jump in the tub together. So it was bath time. So they all jump in the tub, and I'm like, oh man, like this is crazy, like in my mind, but you know, I didn't think anything of it. So I left, and I went and I sat on the couch, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I go, man, this guy, I got to talk to her. And I go in there and I say, hey, you know, I got a question for you. I was like, I know I'm toxic. You know, I know I'm one of those that can't ever get it right, but I got a question I got to ask you. And she goes, oh, you know, go ahead. What you got to say? I mean, what you got to ask me? I was like, look, I don't know when you saw our kids when they was taking the bath together, like your kids, they just jumped in the water. And you see my kids, they stuck their foot in there to make sure that the temperature right. How did you get the temperature right enough for your kid to trust you enough to not check the water first? I have been shook ever since. Dude, when I say these kids jumped in this tub and didn't check the water to make sure the temperature was right or wrong, as a parent, how do you do that? Somebody please explain to me how you do. Even now, as a 38-year-old, I check the damn water before I get in there, and I ran it. So I'm trying to figure out, as a parent, how do you get that temperature so right every time that your kid never question it and just jump right in? My son right now is 1.5 years right now. I can't lie to y'all. And when I put him in the tub, he stick his foot in there before he get in there at 1.5. Them kids, but I'm just toxic. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm telling y'all about me. I can never get it right, okay? I'm letting y'all know that it's accidental toxicity. I told you, because I'm an overthinker. So I look at everything and it's impressionable to me. So I kind of weigh things like, dang, maybe it was an accident, but you don't just accidentally just get in the water and don't check it. That's years and years of trust being built right there. Like I don't have it. Like even when I run the water now, my son, like he'll stick his hand in there like, yeah, Daddy, that's gonna be too hot. But I don't know, look, his body temperature is forever changing. All my kids are. I know I done gave them trust issues. It's cool. I'm a toxic parent. I've accepted it. I don't know if y'all have, but I get it. I'm gonna tell you, I'm an overthinker. I'm talking about myself today, not y'all. There's something else too I gotta let y'all know. I told you I'm an overthinker when it comes to my kids, right? So I have friends that we hang out with, kind of regularly. And, we go to games and stuff like that and stuff. But this is why I say I'm an overthinker. One of my friends can call me right now. This is the God honest truth. And be like, hey, how you doing, man? I'm like, hey, how you doing, bro? What's going on? How's things going? It's like, oh, no, man, everything's going good, man. I was just calling to let you know that, Mark, man, he got #1 in his class, man. He #1 in all of North Carolina. Or he #1 in all of, Timbuktu or San Diego. It don't matter. I go, oh, man, congratulations. That's what's up, man. They're like, oh, man, thank you. And hang up the phone. Nothing. A couple of minutes go by, and I'm like, damn, did they just call me to tell me that their son or daughter was #1? And our kids are around the same age. Like, did they just challenge my kid? Like, is that, like, why did you feel the need to tell me that your kid, like, you ain't called me when they got arrested last week, but you want to call me and tell me that your kid got #1 this week? I want to know if they dropped the charges. Did they drop the charges? Because you done came for my kid, like, okay, all right, they got #1. I didn't ask you for that. That's too much information. I'm an overthinker. I told you that. And as a result of me overthinking about my kids, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm an overthinker. As a result of me overthinking about my kids, I'm toxic. I know. I get it. I am what I am. I'm talking about my toxicity. This might not be nobody else. This is just me, okay? So then, especially if they're around the same age, like that's too much information. I just asked you how you was doing. You didn't have to tell me somebody was #1 or they ranking or anything like that. Just tell me everybody good. Everybody good, ain't nobody hurt. We all still living. Status hadn't changed. That's better than you telling me that, oh yeah, so-and-so graduated, top in their class. Oh, really? They graduated top in their class? Oh, okay. But we ain't gonna talk about them cheating all the way through school though. We ain't gonna talk about that part. That's what you saying, because I'm an overthinker. You ain't gotta tell me all that. I'm telling you, I'm a toxic person when it comes to my kids. Like even when we out and about, I don't even have to know, even if we out and about and I'm just hanging out and somebody come up and just be like, hey man, how's everything going? I'm like, oh, they going pretty good. And they be like, man, it was just yesterday, man, I saw you and your kids out there. They was little, but they grown now. I'm like, oh man, thank you. I walk off like, no problem. Again, I'm an overthinker. I'm like, damn, are they watching me? Like, what? How they knew they grew up? No, it's been 5 years since I seen them. All they got, that's the only opportunity they got. They gonna grow. But I'm just the overthinker. I'm like, man, are they watching me? I'm going through, seeing if I've been tagged or something. Yeah, I'm overthinking. That's just me. That's my toxicity. So because I'm toxic and overthinking, that's what my problem is. But I can say this. I'm gonna tell you something else. Me as a toxic person, I'm not talking about y'all. Because this one right here, I was a toxic child that turned out to be a toxic parent. This is why I'm telling you this. I remember sitting in my living room with my mom, God rest her soul. I remember sitting in the living room with her vaguely, a lot of times. I can't make this up, a lot of times. My mom would call me my sister's name, and I'd be like, that ain't my name. That ain't my name. If these 4 names in this house ain't whooping my ass plus the dog, oh, it was all cool, fine, and dandy when I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get their names kind of close. And man, I'm talking about, I called my youngest son the dog name earlier, and he stopped and looked at me. So look, I'm just letting y'all know I'm toxic, okay? And as a result of me calling them each other names and stuff, I used to get mad at my mama for doing that because I didn't understand why the hell she did that. Like, I'm a dude. First of all, I'm a dude. So how you get our name mixed up? Man, I'm talking about, I done called every one of them the dog. It was one time, I called my oldest daughter Coach. I was just like, I don't know. Just, you know who I'm talking to here. I'm pointing and looking at you. I'm just telling you my toxic traits. Just as a parent. This may not apply to you, but it apply to me. What else am I toxic about? Oh yeah. Yeah, what else? What else I got for y'all as it relates to my kids and being a toxic parent? Oh yeah. Hey, I don't care what fast food restaurant we go to. And this is me. I'm being honest with y'all, and I am the most toxic parent you'll ever meet. So just know this when we come in contact. Because there's a lot of people that be like, oh, my kids play with your kids. Look, if my kids are on the playground with your kids, and my kid come back hurt and say your kid did it, your kid did it. I don't give a damn if you think my kid lying or not. I'm riding with my kid because I know them. Now, one of them, questionable, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We talking about the good. That he questionable. Woo. Now I might be like, depending on the situation, but I don't have to believe your kid, and I don't have to believe you. I'm just letting you know, I'm that toxic parent. Yeah, don't be like, oh no, John wouldn't do anything. Like, no, John did that. John 100% did that. I don't know what kind of parenting style you using, but you need to tell your son or your daughter to keep your hands off my son or daughter. I'm just being honest with y'all. Again, I'm not talking about y'all toxicity. I'm talking about me right now because I'm gonna get on y'all. I got all year to roast y'all. Today is my day. So you can't say, no, you ain't never talked about yourself, because I am. Whatever. This is all me as a toxic parent. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what else toxic about me as a parent. Y'all hear me talk about my youngest daughter. We all got one of those kids where you just, when you say their name, you take that deep breath. Yeah, she that one, okay? That's all we need to say. So whenever I go to her school, I always brace myself. I know it's bad. I know, look, we ain't talking about that. We talking about how toxic. I always brace myself because when it's parent-teacher conference, I just know how she is around this house. And so every time I go to parent-teacher conference, I'm shocked. They be like, oh yeah, she's helpful. Oh, my kid? The one I almost had the fist fight this morning because she didn't want to get up? Nah, Oh yeah, she's so helpful. She has tons of friends. Like, it was so bad. I had to show him a picture of my daughter. I was like, you talking about this? Huh? Huh, this one. I know she's mine, but this one, you talking about her. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And the teacher was like, I don't know why I'm so surprised. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's different at the house. Again, I'm a toxic parent. I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about you. Your time is coming. What else? Oh yeah, another thing. This is the part of my house. I don't know. I don't know if y'all have the same rules that I have, but here's the thing. If your kid come over my house, this is me as a parent. If your kid come over my house and your kid leave a toy, and that toy has been in my house for longer than a week, that toy is now my kid's toy. That's my kid's, that ain't yours. Especially if you ain't called, nothing like, no, that's my kid toy. It goes right in rotation with the other kid toys, because if you really wanted that toy, you would have took it with you. This is me as a parent. I'm talking about my toxicity. This is a judge-free zone. I'm being honest with y'all. So when you leave my house, you better take everything with you, because you got a 7-day limit. And after that 7 days, it belongs to the house. I'm just letting you know. Those are my rules. I tell you that when you come in. So if you decide to stay or leave anything, you already know when you leave, you got 7 days to come get it. Ain't no, hey, can you mail it back to me? Nah, hell no, I ain't mailing you. You didn't mail it here and it was left there. You got to come back and get, you got 7 days to get it. If not, it now belongs to the house. My rules. Just being honest with you. Yeah, I'm toxic. I'm toxic as hell. So now, I'm just, always. So now that I got that out of the way, I gotta start, because this is the new year. I'm gonna start right off the bat. I'm gonna start with you now. I'm gonna tell you who toxic, okay? I'm gonna tell you who bothers me, or who are the most toxic people in 2022. Those people that make New Year's resolutions, and by February 17th, you back on the train that you said you was getting off of, and then get mad at your friends because your friends try to hold you to the standard that you told them that you was gonna hold your standards to, but you done did this for 8 straight years. As a friend, you should not put us in that situation. You are toxic as hell. You are toxic as hell. If for the last 3 or 4 years, if your New Year's resolution has been the same resolution, why you feel like we should have the same energy you have when you done, I mean, if we looking back at history, I mean, all you doing now is clogging up parking lots and taking up benches and Stairmasters and all that stuff with somebody else trying to take it. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a new me, new year, and this is no, it's not. You lying. You are absolutely lying. You 100%. You are lying your ass off. You need to stop. So with that being said, I'm gonna finish with this. And I hope y'all like this. Because everybody I feel like is guilty of this. And I'm gonna stay here for a while because y'all really pissed me off. These are the most toxic people in the world. And I'm talking about you. That person right there that's looking at the screen right now. You are toxic as hell, and you are fallen victim to this time and time again. And I'm here to stop it and tell you, no, do not do that. The people that I think that are most toxic in 2022 and have been toxic for a very long time are those people that cut people out of the picture. Look, I understand you look cute, but if you took a picture with me and 3 other people, 3 other friends, then that's the whole picture. You can't cut me out because you think you look cute. Now I gotta look at your profile picture like, damn, I was in that picture. Why you cut me out? Like, if you feel like, hey, I want a picture by myself, take the picture by yourself. Don't cut people out your picture. Now all year, I gotta look at your profile picture and say, I was in that picture, you cut me out. Come on, man, y'all toxic as hell. Stop that. Stop that. It's people, your pictures all off center and stuff because you cut people out. Talking about, oh yeah, do me, do you. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have saved that picture that you took last year and cut that person out. We know y'all ain't together. Stop telling your business. Stop telling your business on social media. That's all I'm saying. Y'all toxic as hell, man. I done seen 3 or 4 profile pictures that I'm in, but it's just them, and I'm like, damn. Every time I see them, I'm like, man, I'm in that picture, and I'm like, man, that's toxic as hell, because it's like you rubbing it in our face. Like, if you take a picture, you're like, oh, I'm cute in that, then you should run it back. Be like, hey, let me get another one by myself, and just use the picture where you by yourself. Because guess what? Breaking news, you look just as hot in that picture by yourself as you looked in the picture that you photoshopped and cut people out of. And we know we was in there. And not only that, this is what's really crazy. This is what's really crazy. Don't cut me out the picture and then write some inspiration on it. Oh, I'm coming to you. I'm sliding to your comments. I'm sliding to your comments. I don't give a damn who you are. I am sliding in your comments. Like, bruh, like how you gonna just say, like, yeah, man, you know, some inspiration, like, yeah, the grass may be green on the other side, but it's turf. Like, yeah, I'd love for you to show the whole picture. You could have saw the turf and me in that damn picture. I understand. I don't care. That's me. Stop cutting people out y'all picture in 2022. Just run it back. It's your camera. It's your camera. You can take however many pictures that you want to. I'm just letting you know, the same picture that you look cute in with your friends in is the same picture. Run it back. Just, in fact, won't you start the picture taking off with you by yourself and then go with your friends? And I really hate the people. The people that are really toxic are the ones that when they do cut you out the picture don't even look right and they still post it. Like, you know, it's obvious that you could, that's when you really don't care. Like, if you're friends of that person that cut you out and the picture look awful, they really don't mess with you. Like, that's for real. That's them telling you, like, hey, bro, like, we really ain't friends. I just needed the picture. Like, this is a cool picture. Like, the people and the real toxic people. I'm gonna tell you about the real toxic people. I said that was gonna be my last one, but y'all know I bird walk. The real toxic people are these people right here. And then I'm gonna let y'all go, okay? I'm gonna let y'all go. The people that are the most toxic are these people right here. The people that after they break up, they go through their social media and cleanse all the pictures of the person that they was dating or was with. Come on, bro. Y'all been together forever. We didn't think y'all was gonna break up. We know y'all not together now. You had 716 pictures and you only got 16 now? Like, everything okay? I'm talking about why y'all do that. Stop, leave that stuff, leave that on there. That's your past. That is your past. Stop that. Talking about some, oh yeah, oh yeah, I went through, like, yeah, you be calling your people, talking about some, yeah, I deleted that. Like, okay, he still got your heart. She still got your heart. You still go like, yeah, like, why? Leave it there. Leave it there. Why? Y'all been together for 4 years. We all got the same friends. Who you trying to hide them from? Like, who you, like, oh yeah. And then what's crazy is y'all will call them and tell them, like, yeah, did you see my Facebook or did you see my Instagram or did you see my Twitter? If you gonna call me to make sure that I saw it, then you ain't getting your point across. Don't do that. Just, hey, the past is in the past. I'm gonna tell you something. Oh no, I'm toxic as hell today. This is how 2022 is finna be every toxic Tuesday. I laid the rules out. I laid them out, okay? You decided to stay, you wanted to watch this. So I'm giving you all this. You wanted to watch this, you wanted to stay around, you wanted to hang out, we doing this, okay? But why purge them though? I don't understand. Like just leave them there, cause I tell you this, you can show your growth by leaving them there. So yeah, when you go back through your pictures, it'll always remind you of that time where you almost deleted everything and you was like, nah, not this time. You gonna keep scrolling, and it's gonna keep reminding you, and you gonna stop and you gonna go back up where the happy times are, because them times were happy at the time. It's just that ain't that time anymore. You know, but I'm gonna let y'all go. I really appreciate y'all joining me for Toxic Tuesday. Stop purging them accounts. Oh yeah, I'm looking, and I'm listening too. Oh yeah, you can tell a lot about somebody. Oh man, I got a friend. I do, I really do. I hope they ain't watching this. And I've been wondering, I was like, dang, you know, I ain't seen them together in a minute. So, oh yeah, it's Toxic Tuesday. I'm letting it all hang out. And you might as well, right? So I go, I ain't seen them together in a minute. What's going on? So, you know, you see I'm whispering and everything. So, you know, what's going on? So I go through, you know, their social media and I'm like, damn, it ain't no pictures, because I was looking for the one picture, because you know everybody got that one picture when they were together that we look at it, we like, oh, that's cute. That's a cute picture. Like, I like that picture. Well, that's the picture you always go to when you got to show your homeboys or your homegirls what they look like, because you eventually they're gonna be in the story that you tell. I went through and I was like, dang, I know they was together doing this shit. I was like, oh snap, they broke up. Just saying, man, you can learn a lot from social media. Stay toxic. We out.
Man, you got me over here unarchiving some right now.
Oh, you never heard none of my Toxic Tuesdays?
Nah, I've heard it, but that last one, I was just like, oh, man, I'm done. Back through, I was like,
yeah. That's why you was over there laughing. Yeah.
I was just like,
dude, everybody know when you break up with somebody, when you go through and you purge everything. Yeah.
You got me thinking, I'm like, man,
yeah.
I'm gonna scroll and see it, bro.
Yeah. You gotta show your growth, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a message later, they're like, oh, I see, we back on.
Yeah. Yeah. You. Oh, that's funny, man.